Going on, you guys? How you guys doing? Dogg, Anti-Imperial to Chill here. One name, three personalities. Dogg, Anti-Imperial to Chill. This is Diversity Outspoken. We call this Diversity Outspoken because we speak about a diverse range of topics. Meaning that we speak about anything and everything, and we are outspoken or straight to the point about those topics. Somebody reached out to me. A guy reached out to me through DM. You guys can get at me Instagram, TikTok, Patreon at anti_imperial. Don't forget that underscore right there. Instagram, TikTok, Patreon at anti_imperial. At anti_imperial. Instagram, TikTok, Patreon. A guy DM'd me through Instagram, and he was kind of talking about how his wife cheated on him, and he was saying that it's been like a really hard kind of like lesson, or it's been really hard for him. I'm tired. I just came from outside doing some gardening. I was outside gardening or whatever, looking at the ocean. But I just want to make this real quick before I have to start. Man, I gotta take a nap, and I got a music session. I got an artist coming in a little bit later. I have to get ready for or whatever. But anyway, I was just outside gardening with my gardening hat on and stuff, looking at the ocean gardening. But it's all good. But he was saying that his wife cheated on him, and he was saying that he kind of doesn't know where to go from here as far as like sexuality, because he was saying that she was sexually, of course, like having sex with a different guy, another guy. So look, man, this is gonna be part one. I think I'm gonna call it like death by cheating or death caused by cheating or something like that, whatever. Look, when you cheat on somebody, like, you don't understand just like how it kills somebody inside, you guys. And we're gonna this is part one. We'll do more parts, but I just want to talk about like the sexual part right now. And this is for women and men, right? But you make somebody question if they're even good enough sexually for you. And I think for men it's a little bit harder than for women, just because the whole idea of like, a a a PENIS, a DICK, and how women, all you hear is women talk about how like it needs to be a certain size, it needs to be, man, it can't be a shrimp, it can't be too small, da 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 da, or it's kind of like you get laughed at in society if it is. You know what I mean? So whether it's small or big or whatever it is, if you're a guy and you get cheated on, it really kills you sexually, because you kind of like start to question, well, am I any good in bed? Like, do I suck in bed? You know what I'm saying? Like, am I big enough? And so if you cheat on a guy, you might kill that guy's sexuality for years. Sometimes you might kill a guy's sexuality for the rest of his life, because he'll feel so embarrassed that he starts to think, well, she cheated on me because my DICK is no good. Or maybe my DICK is not big enough. And so now the next woman that he gets involved with, now he has so much anxiety when it comes time to, sleep with that person. He has so much anxiety from his last relationship when he was cheated on, that he may not even be able to get it up. And if he's able to get it up, he may not be able to concentrate enough to keep it up, because he's so messed up mentally and emotionally because his last woman cheated on him. Like, you really can kill a guy's sexuality by cheating on him. Like, you really, really can. Like, you can really mess a guy up when you cheat on him like that. You make him question everything sexual about himself. it's a real, you can leave somebody really messed up. You can leave a guy. I feel like if that happens, you can really leave a guy to where the only thing that they'll do for years and years and years, or even maybe for the rest of their life, the only thing that they'll do is like, watch porn. You know what I'm saying? And do that to themselves because the anxiety and stress level. Let me tell females something already though. And and this, the guy, he reached out to me, he was talking to me about this. But let me just say this is coming from me. Females, just the stress level and anxiety that comes from sleeping with a female because you want to be able to perform good enough for her. Like I think a lot of females don't understand, like it's not super easy to like stay hard all the time. Like if your mind starts to wander about anything else, and especially for guys who are successful and have businesses and have a lot of money and things like that, like we're always thinking about money. And we're always thinking about the next thing we have to do. And we're always busy. So while we're doing it, and we're doing it with you females, our mind can easily wander on the next 3 things that I have to do when I finish this. What I have to do tomorrow. This that I have to turn in. I have to look at these financial reports. I have to send these emails. And when our mind starts to wander on those things, our DICK starts to like soften up a little bit. And then we have to reconcentrate to get it hard because we're trying to please you at the same time. I've told this story before, but I remember the first time when sex, sex just wasn't a priority for me anymore. And I remember I was 14 years old, and I was in my bedroom having sex with a female, beautiful female, having sex with her. I was 14 years old, and I was facing this way, and I think it was off this way was my TV. Oh, told you guys I was tired. I was outside doing the gardening. But it was my TV. And so I was on top. She had her legs up. And while I'm doing it, out the corner of my eye, because you guys know I have 2 master's degrees and a PhD, right? My first master's degree is a double master's degree. It's in world history and geographical studies. So world history and geography, my first master's degree. My second master's degree is in international political science and economic development. So international politics and economics, right? International political science and economic development. And my PhD is in international affairs, international relations. So politics and stuff like that, and history and stuff like that, it's like my thing. So I was 14 years old. And, way back then, I was 14 years old. And out of the corner of my eye, I had the TV on. The TV was the only light in the room. Everything else was turned off. Just the TV light was on. And the TV was on. So out the corner of my eye, while her legs are up and I'm doing it with her, out the corner of my eye, it was a documentary about the 1960s. And it was a documentary, and it was showing Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and JFK. And so while I'm up and her legs are up, I'm holding her legs up, of course, with my arm, holding her legs up, and we're doing it, and I could just, corner of my eye, I started looking at this documentary, and I started to get a little bit soft, and started to reconcentrate. She's like, "Oh, you okay?" Like, my first name is Omar. She's like, "Oh, you all right?" That's where Old Dogg comes from. My first name is Omar, so Old Dogg, Anti-Imperial, chill. So she was like, "Oh, you okay?" I was like, yeah, I'm good. And I keep looking at this HBO documentary out the corner of my eye, and every once in a while I get a little bit softer, and I gotta reconcentrate to get hard again. So females, like, you guys, I know you guys have to, like, either you're dry or you're wet, but a guy could go down there and wet you up really quickly. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. But to be able to take this piece of meat and be able to make it rise and stay up. To be able to take this heavy piece of meat that just dangles there and make it rise and stay up, that takes concentration. Like, it doesn't just happen. So just to kind of circle back and finish this. So if you cheat on a guy and now his anxiety and stress level is just at an all-time high because his confidence is broken because you cheated on him. So now he thinks that sexually he's nothing. The next time he's with a female, the concentration and the anxiety and stress level he's going to have just to be able to perform, because his confidence is killed. You killed his confidence. His ex-girlfriend killed his confidence, or his ex-wife killed his confidence when she cheated on him. It's going to be 100 times harder for that guy to be able to concentrate with his level of raised and heightened anxiety, his level of raised and heightened stress. Like, you can really kill somebody's sexuality, you guys, when you cheat on them. Like, it's really not fair to the other person. Like, you might be killing their sexuality to a point to where they may never ever recover. You guys take care, man. Dogg, Anti-Imperial to chill. Have a great day or great night, depending on where you are. You guys know I love you guys, okay? Check out my video right there. Check out my video right there. All right, you guys, take care. All right, peace. Bye-bye.